And I watch that video and I say, wow, that's living the image of God. But I get the benefit of seeing the whole story on this side of things. And thank God for the Pregnancy Care Center and them being able to see it at the beginning of their story and seeing them all the way through. Take a look at this backdrop behind me. It's probably one of the more recognizable paintings that there are. Michelangelo's painting in the Sistine Chapel. And this section of it is referred to as the creation of Adam. And here you have the all-powerful, majestic God putting life into the lifeless Adam. And Michelangelo being just as much into anatomy as he was art. Some have interpreted that this shroud that encompasses God looks like a brain, as if to say that he's instilling intellect into man, setting him apart from the rest of creation. Or that it could be a womb, and that he's giving birth to creation. If you'll notice Adam's longing gaze back this direction, and it's possible that he's not looking at God, but just past God, to the woman in God's embrace, the one he's holding as if to say that she's next. Because even before he was finished with creation, he had a plan to give Adam a helpmate. Even before he was finished, he valued family for us. And the Pregnancy Care Center has shown you tonight the expertise and record of doing what it is that you want to see done. I honestly wouldn't have a clue what to say if I was facing an abortion-minded person. But since I know the good work that they do, the Pregnancy Care Center does, and the impact that they can make, the best thing that I can do is to guarantee that the doors stay open and the phone stayed answered. So if we're not here, for these people in the pictures around the room, where will they go in their time of desperation? They might go to a medical facility to get it taken care of, but they won't be shown compassionate care. They may go to the state for a handout, but they won't be held by a hand. They may go to a number of places for supplies, but they won't be given encouragement and parenting lessons. I want this young woman to call the center. I want her to make an appointment. I want the counselors to speak life to her. I want her to hear that she is okay, that she will overcome, that she is loved, that she is worthy, she is beautiful, that her, the baby, the father are all created in the image of God. Now, my wife and I are monthly supporters for a couple organizations, and she likes to handle the finances at home. I try not to get my hands dirty, but every now and then I'm online and I'm checking the statement and see how many times they go to Dairy Queen after school without me. She knows. And I'm scanning through there and I see Pregnancy Care Center. That's what this can be, a reminder for you to live your life unselfish. And secondly, it's a reminder that you have been blessed enough to bless others. Let's say you're checking your statement on a Thursday afternoon, and at that same moment, a young high school girl realizes that she has catapulted herself into adulthood, and very well may be a mother. She's scared, and she's alone, and she's unsure who to talk to, and in the back of her mind, she remembers that lady that came to her school. She looks them up and calls and makes an appointment. And you can remember that you have been blessed enough to bless her. And thirdly, as Dr. Bowles said earlier, it's a reminder to pray. And wouldn't it be wonderful if every time somebody saw that on their statement or picked up that card that you're going to take home with you tonight, at all times throughout the month, people were praying for God's blessing on the center, the clients, and thanking Him for the opportunity to give. So on the pledge card you're about to receive, there's check boxes, convenient check boxes with numbers next to them. And just for comparison's sake, Just as an example, I want to put some of those numbers up to things that can happen with it. For example, a gift of $100 tonight, that would cover a high school presentation, and that alone could make a huge difference. A gift of $250 is enough to save the life of an abortion-minded client. That's the amount of services from the first phone call to the point that we believe that she has made the decision to give the baby life. A gift of $500 would fund a day of client services and program expenses at the center. If 50 people here tonight gave $500 as a one-time gift, that would cover that fourth day for a year. A gift of $1,000 would cover 3 days of the mobile ultrasound unit, something that has been on the hearts of many of you for a long time. A gift of $5,000 would cover the full client life cycle. That's from pregnancy test through birth through up to 2 years of a baby. Imagine the stark contrast between a mother left on her own and one with almost 3 years of guidance and compassionate care through the center. A gift of $10,000 would be totally awesome. Some of you can do that. And I'm going to leave that one open and say, what can God do with that amount? Far be it for us to limit his capacity. You would be amazed at how God manages everything at the center. His timing is perfect. He masterfully arranges things in place when we need them.